Hi guys, in this clip I'm gonna talk about movie villains. These are very important because a great villain makes a movie more memorable and exciting. You want to see more of these characters. When David Prowse was given the choice by George Lucas to play Chewbacca or Darth Vader, he chose Vader, explaining, "You always remember the baddie." So today I'm gonna pick my top 10 best movie villains of all time. It can be the main villain or their henchmen. And I will not include movie monsters like the Predator, Xenomorph or King Kong. So, here are my picks. Starting off at number 10, Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. The villain protagonist, brilliantly played by Christian Bale, is a complex character in this dark comedy thriller. He is shallow and superficial, violent and crazy, but also amusing and funny at the same time, with his odd behavior and selfishness. Throughout the movie he delivers music monologues I find very funny. No one seems to notice or care, but he tells them anyway. So overall a very entertaining and interesting character. Okay, number 9. The Three Storms from Big Trouble in Little China. These awesome warriors, aka Rain, Thunder and Lightning, are the loyal henchmen of sorcerer and main villain David Lo Pan. I've always liked these characters. I think they're simply the coolest henchmen ever, with their weather-themed powers and impressive martial arts skills. In fact, they are so powerful and impressive, they almost seem invincible for heroes Jack Burton and Wang who fight them during the film. I think the Three Storms are a key factor in making this cult classic so entertaining. Number 8. T-1000 from Terminator 2 Judgment Day. This amazing sequel changed Schwarzenegger's T-800 to a good guy, protecting John Connor from a new threat, the liquid metal cyborg T-1000. This relentless, shape-shifting Terminator is smart and extremely strong. He can imitate almost anything it touches and survive heavy damage. Robert Patrick does a great job of portraying the cold and ruthless killer machine. Simply one of the most iconic villains in cinema history. Moving on to number 7. Kylo Ren, Star Wars Force Awakens. This movie was a great start for the sequel trilogy, and a key character was the mysterious villain Kylo Ren, very well played by Adam Driver. I think he was at his best in this film, initially masked and a powerful but troubled leader with anger issues. An estranged son of Han Solo and Princess Leia, he turned to the dark side of the Force, like his grandfather and idol, Darth Vader. He is complex and deep as a character, and that makes him more compelling and interesting. This was an award-winning performance by Driver. Number 6. Tony Montana, Scarface. Al Pacino, in the role he was born to play, his most iconic role. He is Tony Montana, the once humble Cuban refugee turned gangster and eventually drug kingpin in Miami. Al Pacino's confident but natural performance as the protagonist bad guy carries much of the film and makes you want to follow Tony's rags-to-riches story alongside his best friend Manny. This is a villain you actually root for until his tragic downfall. Number 5. Hans Gruber, Die Hard. One of the best villains ever, and surprisingly Alan Rickman's first movie role as the crime leader Hans Gruber. He is brilliant here, cold and sophisticated, and a perfect antagonist to John McClane, Bruce Willis' iconic Yippee-ki-yay hero. Gruber is violent in a calculating way, and very intelligent, pretending to be one of the hostages at one time, for instance. Simply a great villain and the mastermind behind the heist in Nakatomi Plaza. Okay, number 4. Ivan Drago, Rocky IV. This is my favorite villain of the entire Rocky franchise. The big Russian boxer embodies what USA thought of the Soviet Union during the Cold War era. He is immense, powerful and emotionless. Swedish actor Dolph Lundgren gives a performance that suits the character very well. He's a quiet but dangerous propaganda tool. I love the epic intro and build-up before his fight with Rocky. The training montages are also great. Drago remains the main reason why Rocky IV is the most rewatchable of the series in my opinion. Moving on to number 3, Anton Chigurh, No Country for Old Men. Javier Bardem has played many villains, but no one as memorable as this terrifying hitman. He is a relentless assassin, a psychopath who hunts down his prey no matter the cost. He pursues the protagonist like a Terminator throughout the film, and it's a tense cat and mouse chase. The coin toss scene at the gas station is a highlight and gives a great example of Shigur's intimidating style. One of the best villains ever and a well-deserved Oscar win for Bardem. Okay, number 2, Darth Vader, Star Wars Original Trilogy and Rogue One. This guy needs no explanation. The breathing, the commanding voice, his force powers and towering presence. He's the ultimate bad guy from the most popular sci-fi saga of all time. I think he is at his best in the original trilogy, of course, but also in Rogue One. Deep down he's not entirely evil, as his son Luke senses, and they have some amazing and even emotional scenes together in The Empire Strikes Back and The Return of the Jedi. But my favorite scene with Vader has to be the hallway fight at the end of Rogue One, where he unleashes all his powers with full force and you can see the fear in the rebels' eyes. Awesome. Okay, before I reveal my top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Hans Landa, Inglourious Basterds.
Enemies of the state, are you not?
Green Goblin, aka Norman Osborn, Spider-Man. And the Fratellis from the Goonies. And finally, number 1, the Joker from The Dark Knight. This is hands down the best bad guy acting I've ever seen. Heath Ledger's Oscar-winning performance as Batman's number 1 enemy elevates the already great crime thriller to something truly spectacular. He alone makes this movie more exciting and watchable. You just want to see more scenes with this guy. He has a habit of getting under people's skins. He infuriates the police and Batman with his mind games and scares the Gotham citizens with his actions. He dominates every scene he's in with his unpredictable and reckless behavior. A disturbing but fascinating character that just wants to create chaos and watch the world burn. So, in conclusion, not just the best Joker ever put to film, but also the best villain.